Welcome everyone to another certainly very much frame dropping live stream here with this bloody less than stellar Vodafone garbage internet. Let's see how far we get. Certainly not that far because but don't really like to touch PHP much because quality and security but I wanted to do some benchmarking because always good to validate your fastest Linux benchmarking stuff, whether it really is the fastest. And unfortunately this random benchmark suits there needs PHP, which is like not really amused, but certainly zip is Python, right, and Ruby, and anyway you probably get the idea. PHP, let's see, it didn't touch that in pretty much a decade. Let's see, by the way, so okay, I touched this a little bit. Actually that was a lie. Actually touched it a little bit, so people knows like, okay, 2017. Updated this for quite a while. Okay, so relieved to see our PHP in T2. Not the most out of date, so let's update this. And as you see, super important that people update the packages they like, because I can't update everything. And let's see what happens. Build package. I wonder why data didn't update this. Could theoretically have to update this here. And the first 118 drop frames, because, cheers. I also wonder what is with this peer stuff, but right now, probably long term, I'm like zero interested. I really need to write my microkernels. It's just like some benchmark, right? Also, otherwise, if it's not somewhat up to date in T2, then people will just point fingers like, package not up to date and whatnot. So let's see. Usually configure make install accept. Does it even do something? Yeah, as seen on this channel, this of course depends what those people have done in the meantime. If they touch more in the configure, make install cycle stuff, then of course more break. I also will, among other things, certainly PS3, X11 should work. And yeah, PS3, Octane previous video. Let's see, we're actually getting something. Actually, probably I should Google. I was just wondering where we are here performance-wise in this strange, like how to run benchmark. Do they have some? Never run this before, but this or this. Maybe they have. Do they have documentation? Yes, documentation. Anyway, leave in the what? Why do they link to this? Okay, fine. Directory listing. Here we go. How many pages are there? 61. Oh my god. So how to run tests, system diagnostics, install, test result, testing, benchmark. So does it sound like maybe we can run benchmark Blake 2, for example? PHP even built. Didn't even expect this. But yeah, this is how easy it is, and you can play along at home and update your favorite package. Obviously, is it here also installed? No, I don't know. 08, whatever. PHP, whatever. So yeah, let's see what happens. Not done this before. Always amazing what happens live on this channel. Also, this was a YouTube URL. Phoronix test suite. Let's see. Does it do something? What is that? Test suite user agreement, open source, GPL version 3. No. Updating. What is it doing? User configuration. Result viewer. Key when done accessing the viewer, end of process. Now that is top-notch integration. Probably this means that. Yeah. Okay, fine. And last but not least, so Blake, let's see, how does it work? Does it benchmark Plague 2, or what does happen then? To install, doing something, and wop wop wop, file needed, Plague 2, unsupported, type error, this went well, curl off, curl handling, debugging others person's PHP curl exit. Does it mean they just exit curl? I think our curl should be relatively up to date. Let's, oh no, so should be, why did data not? Hello data, someone at home? Data of course being our precious auto update bot here, but this is also the usual win-win-win situation here, trying some random stuff, updating some languages, updating some packages, also the CA cert, by the way, where is there not some new one anyway? Let's build it, but what is going on here with this? PTS test installer, download, Foronix, this is not amazing, 303 thrown in, download float size of, okay, they do here some amazing, apparently math is easy, we got this not. Types int and curl handle. For a progress bar, we crash here, or maybe? Oh, I have the feeling it's my just updated PHP not amazing, or I wonder how many people run this. Benchmark, Foronix test suite, something, and I mean, it could be that it is too new PHP, right? I mean, just update this live on this channel, and then maybe this is just too new. Who knows? If you know, but yeah, recurring theme, not only C is not amazing. In general, is IT infrastructure stuff not amazing, that each time you try something it doesn't even freaking work. Let's, why is this not that? Seven, oops, yeah. Got to really love Unicode, and let's see what happens with maybe this is just not PHP 8 compatible, as this may be PTS fatal error, POSIX set. Tried, cannot find, 2015, looks like something else obviously. But yeah, this is exactly why we script our T2 build system stuff in shell, then it just freaking works everywhere, even in macOS, as seen on the previous video. People tuned in. Yeah, just wanted to see where we are, but I mean, in general, for real, like pro use, I probably should do some more benchmarking to, it's always good not always thinking, you optimize, and like over decades, you optimize and do amazing stuff, and also validate this and see where we can do better. Hello, PHP. I actually also just found comparing Geekbench stuff of my 1350X. It looks like maybe this is relatively slow memory. We have their previous video, this largest consumer memory module, 32 gigabyte. Each consumers could buy last year. They were not the fastest. What were they? Were they something 3000, like not even sure, were they 3000? Anyway, they were totally not fast. And looks like maybe we're leaving some performance there on the table with this memory. Maybe I should actually order some much faster memory. Let's see. Does this maybe PHP? Hey, I think you want to fix your benchmark thing there for PHP 8. Anyway, now it's updated. Now we have in T2 and PHP versions that it's not compatible with this stuff. But yeah. Hey, the thing figures. We have TCC, funny thing. Would you like to see these test results? Enter the name for the results file. Enter the unique name describing this. What's a freaking unique name to describe this test run? Test. Current description, new description. It's doing something. So yeah, only live on this channel. We break everything. Everything we try usually breaks. This test suite, you probably don't want to have the latest and greatest PHP. So what's happening here? Results compared to something simple. It's median result 5 something. This result fx into core percentile into Xeon. So what does it mean? So this means here is a AMD FX and here are Intel Core something or what? Apparently maybe. What is it? Even slower is better apparently maybe. What do we have here? Blake something. Try run count 3 started test results. Interesting stuff. So let's see, what did they do here? Does it even compare? So they have a 5900X and they have 469 something. And we have 488, so that probably isn't too bad, I guess. I mean, for running, not the super fastest memory, allegedly. Anyway, so yeah, probably I should do that more often. Web image encode. I wonder what the test name is. How to run those tests. Test visibly something. No, thank you. Would you like to upload? No. So benchmark. So how does this work here in terms of that? Oh, it's doing something maybe. No. Here is recently saved tests, new and updated WebP. Is it then maybe just WebP? Maybe all valid argument and one set argument case matched WebP. Funny how much they promote case insensitive file name matching, which I find somewhat a waste of time. For the reason of just like complexity in the kernel. For it's like, yeah. And then it's also other people told me, yeah, but like Unicode core sealing or something of whatever Unicode flattening or. But the problem anyway is where to stop. In my opinion, this case sensitive stuff, because the problem is either the file system needs to be specifically. Wait a second, what does it do here? Default process test. Is it encode testing? What? All the tests? I don't know. What the heck would you like to save? Yes. 3950X test. Because I mean, this estimation there is not too bad. Maybe I should actually do this in T2. We have this reference time there in terms of package compilation, in terms of bin utils. So theoretically, I have the feeling this might not have been successful, or the test run ended quickly. Is this broken? Or I mean, I hope they would actually check the results, that we don't have here something that is just broken. Let's see. 112 encode time seconds, image encode WebP. What is this difference? Encode quality 100. Oh, okay, these are different. Not sure if this, I mean, yeah, run with people benchmark. The problem is with case-sensitive stuff, if the file system doesn't have dedicated support for that, you need to iterate the whole directories. And that is, of course, rather I/O and time-consuming. and for that reason I would actually simply not do that. For very added little feature set, and just turning on my other camera. So yeah, due to that complexity and everything, I would rather not even start with it. So we don't have a segmentation for it, at least not logged. Who knows if this test there is decent or not. But yeah, leave me in the comments what you think. Well, except it doesn't support PHP. So yeah, we have super slow Cortex A72. We have here whatever AMD Ryzen VIV median results of. I mean, this is not too bad ASCII graphic. Actually, here we have 16. I mean, okay, this looks like maybe somewhat legit. One would hope. And what was it even? We need anyway so many tests. And the problem is here a little bit actually finding. So we have encode setting quality 100 lossless might be this, I guess. So we have 16, so that is a little bit slower than that. I wonder what compiler setting they are using. Grab CC. No, yeah. Because do they document this here somewhere? Maybe we should fire that up in the browser view then. But yeah, this ASCII graphic, I mean, not, I mean, interesting ASCII graphic, I would say good idea. And the only thing on the first glance, I think it looks much better than on a first glance. It's usable or best viewable. So we are 2700, so we have 7 something. This result there, 59, okay, we don't have a 5950X, and a 2700. And I mean, the problem is it picked here some other results, which is not, I would, for example, either have mine or, but this Intel, nah, not interested, and this is also not, nah. But yeah, for the distribution, I mean, the thing is, of course, I mean, unless you run this with default settings, which, what is it here? I mean, I could probably cheat a little bit anyway. Because right now our GCC might not actually, is this even a, yeah, so the problem is also that I didn't even optimize, this is not even the most optimized system, because I built this here with, Core to Do or something for the portability with this stuff. Let's see how this, hello? Now it starts the web browser, but that Wayland stuff, I noticed this already. Previously that worked, but with this Wayland stuff, somehow if you run something in Wayland versus stuff, then Firefox doesn't launch anymore, not even from Thunderbird to Firefox. Anyway, yeah, given that I should actually somewhat install my own ISO that is actually more optimized than my own build. What I wanted to say is we could cheat a tiny little bit with having GCC. Actually, we could, when you drop frames, no, not that many. I mean, we only stream with a 2 Mbit freaking little bandwidth here. We could theoretically change our GCC package to default. But I mean, the source benchmarking is, of course, comparing apples with oranges always, because everyone has another compiler optimization. And and system and whatnot. So it's not even comparing T2 with Gen2, it's just comparing some random stuff with some other random stuff. GCC, so we do here some default, but we, for some architectures we set the default where this is extremely necessary for multi-lib stuff and Spark and MIB stuff for stuff to actually work, but not for x86. Maybe this was even here. So target historically, so for example, like defaulting to Spark 8 instead of Spark 7. So here we transform. Oh, wait a second. Why do we have 2, 1, 2 here? Oh, maybe this is also not committed. Maybe I did here some Spark. Oh shit, this is accidentally committed. This looks like it shouldn't have been committed. But yeah, win-win. Win-win of finding that you own stuff. Why do we have here? Because somehow we override this here. That doesn't make... What were I thinking? This, oh, here's, by the way, so actually we do this, as you see here. Actually, so I did this already a decade ago. Good that we check this. So for at least, so for quite some architectures, we actually set here with march CPU tune stuff. Could actually test this, but this here looks suspicious. I'm not sure this obviously overrides this entirely. Strange stuff. Good that we sometimes double check our own random YouTube work. Yeah, so this probably wasn't meant to... Somehow I maybe overlooked this. Somehow strange. Not that often that such slip-ups happen to me. I'm not sure. Yeah, so we could actually test this. Do we have that much time? Scripts, config. Let's optimize my system compiler for not core 2. Let's optimize it. Also, by the way, maybe we need to add, you see, I've sent 2 we have here actually. So the way I documented this, I documented here what are the major things, only that send2 didn't add some major things. This is why it's more additional stuff. Here I have here the code names. In general, I find this code name super stupid. And then what other major things were added. Because as you see, this got extremely out of hand. Let's see if that works. Let's build GCC. Which version do we currently have? Installed 10.2. Oh, by the way, let's also, not sure, do I optimize? Oh, smarter. Okay, that is good. Also, maybe we turn on tempfs. It's probably usually disabled for my debugging stuff. LTO, but yeah, the space system is older. On this space system, LTO doesn't work. Otherwise, it might give us. Also, theoretically, I wonder. Also, this LTO, yeah, this benchmark doesn't run LTO. Anyway, leave me in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up and share, like, and subscribe and stuff if you think this is worthwhile and it's adding something. Leave me in the comments below if I should benchmark more. Hardware or software, also not Linux. Let's check if we run indeed with this with stuff added. No. What do we have here? We have march. No, this does somehow not work. Good that we double checked. Also, what did I hit here? Some previous MIPS editor thing open. Okay, we can cancel this already. What? Oops. So we have here case arch. If everything else then in this GCC wrapper insert, let's see, do we have this in another variable? We have this in insert of something. So not SJ02. What do we have here? march. Then on the first glance, what could possibly be wrong? Arch, that should be x86. Not sure why. Probably those targets didn't support that. But what happened X in those? Why would that not work? What did we get there? Oh, wait a second, did I? Maybe I forgot the... But anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Or does it? No. Ah, here I forgot the set. So for in conf opt, so we have here with arch. Why do we not? Ah, now we see this. Did I look wrong at that? Nah. So then I don't know what I looked at, but maybe it's there. Did I somehow search for that wrong? Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Because that would certainly potentially influence those default options. This is all a little bit this is similar to Intel's Clear Linux and other Gen 2 and stuff. Trickery, this is basically just the perception of faster stuff, of just choosing default stuff, default choices, so that it results in faster use. It's not even like cheating. It's just helping the user a little bit with whatever he already installed and stuff to just work in a way the user would expect. So basically, like giving them a hand. And this arch, do we have this now? Oh, wait a second. Oh, this is pass through. So impossible to auto detection for option impossible pass through. The only question is, does it have an effect with arch? Maybe when we are here already, also whether the data finish. Also data didn't update more today. A2, A8, 36. Let's see if that is still in there, not that we pass this there, wait for the results. Actually, here is something, this arch CPU. At least there is some stuff. Hey, it even has that for 68 or 20. Interesting stuff. I only hope that it also has the desired effect. We could certainly check this, I guess, when we just touch test C and GCC DME. Wait a second, is it DN? I think E test C. And that probably either arch, where should be the SSE3, SSE1, I mean, it's probably shouldn't have AVX, does it? No, it doesn't. CPU. Does it not have some? AMD 64, yeah, thank you very much. Probably better to grab color core. Ah, there's core 2. Why did? Oh, there we have it. So that apparently worked. That certainly could influence the benchmarks a great deal together with certainly my ISO for you playing along at home. And this is also why it's faster. Maybe I should more often finish my sentence before jumping to the next thing. The ISO published AVX, AVX2 ISOs should be faster for you playing along at home. And this is also why in general I think it would be cool if the whole system, I mean, this Java, as imperfect as the implementation was, as good was the idea, or certainly quite some ahead of its time. And let's also study some SIG language more while we wait for that. So, by the way, do they not have SIG? Do they not have like some? Just see if we can inspire this and stuff. But in general, why, in my opinion, yeah, I said this before. Here you also see it. You have much newer silicon, and you're running, even if you compile it yourself for portability, you're running decade-old instruction set architecture, extension details. And for a very simple test, the memory in the previous build, because it's smaller, it's just 2 times 16 gig modules, was a little bit faster. Just wonder whether it overclocks as good, because this very large modules, as I said at the beginning, previous largest memory module video, the timings, factory rated timings were a little bit slower. So I wonder, theoretically, does it make, yeah, just a little bit screwing around, yeah, maybe not, otherwise. But this is also the way I run the channel. For these channels here, I can just afford to invest in some more random hardware that otherwise I would not necessarily need, because as you see, there's always testing, more testing, and then you certainly need some stuff. Oh, you know what? We could theoretically like do this SASL2 stuff. For this, like do some light other stuff here while we wait for this. Even here, by the way, 32 jobs. Do we have? Let's see. Hopefully, we have 0. So this would be SASL 2. And what we had here is patch this. And I wonder, do we even have that in the default? No, not default. That would be PowerPC 64-bit packages. So it's not even default. So is it not? What is it called? Cyrus, whatever. Maybe it's not in there because maybe it doesn't even cross-build. Apparently, maybe not. Yeah, so we set here, manually set the include here for some compatibility reasons. So probably we want to undo that. We don't even build this by default anyway, so the fallout from that will be minimal. And maybe we even should remove the other one. Hope in 2020 you don't necessarily need that anymore. Just efforts to keep stuff cleaned up. You see, this is with the previous macOS stuff. So probably some of this stuff we can just delete. Whether did we? No, didn't build yet. Means it certainly could still work like that, I guess. And then we have a couple of patches. So the point of this is to work on foreign systems like macOS to just work. And well, we have less code, less complexity. I guess it was done decades ago, 15 years ago. To have them both in parallel installed or something of that sort. And either that or so there are some, maybe we should actually, with diff, we should be able to see this. So this probably should be mostly Zazzle, as you see here, Zazzle 2, and exactly what broke on macOS when we previous video used T2 to build on our macOS. For Homebrew, as you see, taking money and my time where our word is and really supporting all this stuff. Yeah, so to this is, yeah, there you see, you had someone had, probably not even me, because I probably never was into this kind of library stuff. Always try to keep the stuff small. But yeah, just a good intention. Also what other distributions like Debian and Fedora do at times of backward compatibility stuff. And then you have such kind of support burden. Even decades later, but now we clean up with that. And yeah, welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see, do we? Oh, okay, shared files a little bit. Probably, I hope this should have built. Let's see, gcc dme test c, and this should be not only avx, and yeah, avx. So this also should, yeah, send ver2 here, just as expected. So I guess we can commit here this. Oh, this is also more than I wanted. Package gcc conf. So yeah, somehow. This would also explain, I think, I was wondering why this didn't build for Spark version 8. It certainly would explain why, potentially. Does this look whatever, something? So then we can already rerun this and see, run this bench stuff here again and see if run all, I guess. Like to save this results, yes. So the question is how to compare this of uses the first time, maybe like that. I'm not entirely sure what is the difference between name and unique name. Let's see what the result is. I would hope it's a little bit better. Anyway, just comparing random apples and oranges and stuff. Grab Zazzle 2, we probably have some more stuff potentially of conf. Just some final look. Again, I'm not too worried because it's not even something that I would use by default. Some config stuff, of course, is still needed for if installed, then add there some stuff or enable or what a lot like Suzzle or whatever. What does this here also include? Of here is some substitute of, but this could actually be okay, or is it? I leave this for now. Not the greatest, but fun anyway. Dash, how is the code base for PHP? What exactly do you mean by this? Do you mean the PHP code base itself, or I mean PHP, or yeah, maybe just comment. Just clarify before I comment. So this cleanup, you see a couple of patches deleted, and it's probably nice. Always nice to have get rid of some removed. Cyrus, Suzzle 2, include custom. Custom Suzzle 2 extra, Suzzle 2 include dear, to avoid some custom patches and allow for better foreign OS compatibility, like macOS and BSDs and whatnot. Theoretically, if some BSDs patch that too, we would need to adapt for that again. But as of now, I'm keeping it small and simple and stuff. So let's see, what did we had before? Who knows, I guess. By the way, I wonder if this, do I still have, oh no, I closed that. But the problem is in this, I probably, so with this tiling window manager, I now have somehow my OBS tiling today on 5. Yeah, 5, that is a little bit annoying. Anyway, yeah, win-win-win of testing, finding is always layered, but this is also live as a software developer, no matter the Linux distribution or your own C, C++, PHP, Python, Ruby, whatever. You do stuff and you later you find it legacy and cumbersome and superfluous, and also spot some typo. Also this we can delete, that was just a test. Which one was it? That one. So yeah, not entirely sure. Do we have our previous test of? Maybe not. So what is here is smaller is better. Yeah, let's see. The question anyway, actually, so it's running this already. The question is, probably it did build this, didn't it? PHP, probably right now there's no compiler running. I mean, the other question is whether it even used GCC. What is it even? Because it has a compiler GCC, TCC, Clang, but yeah, what did it use now? Because, yeah. Somehow it doesn't say here. In my opinion, it could really write here more precise. I mean, it writes here some stuff and then at the end doesn't even print there what it's running with. What do we have here? Like, where was this? Did we not had our local? Where is it? PHP. That no. G-Skill memory, phonics test suite results. Maybe this. Let's see if we're lucky. We get the same because we want to view this in the browser. Yes, but then the freaking browser doesn't start. Let's see. Are we lucky? And is it apparently not the same code? But let's start L. No name lookup or something. So which port? 8586, 8586 maybe. Oh, here we have something. So how to click on this stuff, how to compare this stuff. Export test profiles. Nah. Should have done this somehow. Probably I should have done this differently in the other profile here. That was probably, should we do that again? No. Let's try that again with run all the tests. Save and let's say 3950x and name this test Senver2. What did I use previously? Did I previously, I think, test? Maybe? Oh shit. Enter unique name of... what the bloody shit. Alt test save 3950x test 2 test some. No, it doesn't want that. Also no error message, right? Because yeah, so whatever. Because now we have this into different. Also, no, the browser stopped because yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, one thing. So the problem is some of this. So, like making this output like it's always good to see new stuff and adapt and stuff. So because one thing is making the T2 build output also maybe a little bit cleaner. And some of the stuff here is really nice. Example, here's this test completion stuff. I was already some other day saying when we built here our targets of MIPS and PowerPC and stuff to have, well, theoretically we could even have a progress bar below that, but the other thing, I mean, one thing is this is right now everything in Bash. Maybe we should change this, certainly not to PHP. Theoretically, we have the already Lua integrated for the config, and because the config became too slow in pure Bash, even already 15 years ago, and maybe transition more to Lua for an embedded high-speed scripting language, high-speed yet readable and not error-prone. But some other things, maybe I try some low-hanging things. I just can't run stuff now. Otherwise, I would show you because it would vastly change here that. But having some indicator of like build 2 of 50 or 150, because even I sometimes impatiently wonder how long the build will still take. So one thing we have done, like not patch SUSL2, want to do less. So yeah, we have also a lot of, well, we have always a lot of stuff to do, as you see here, obviously. I mean, right, theoretically, I was also wondering whether we can cross-compile that here. But yeah, right now we can't really compile anyway. Guess what? Getting tired. Looking forward to this result, so hope it doesn't take too long. But as always, leave in the comments below what you think, what you want to see in T2. If you have tried T2 on your P3 Octane, your PowerPC Spark, or your regular x86 box, what you like to see improved. I will soon, also now I move to camera because microphone cable. I will soon do more just-in-time compiling stuff with some, we will see what kind of language interfacing stuff, and also microkernel stuff. The one thing, there will be more videos there of discussion in regards to what we want in some early microkernel stuff. Another thing is I say this whole system just-in-time compiling stuff, and I'm seriously considered WebAssembly stuff. That is of course the latest and greatest and hot new stuff. There are just two things. The one thing is I think it's still not multi-threaded so much to you. We could jitting the whole system and theoretically reusing WebAssembly for that, like all the binaries like GCC and SED and the shell and everything as WebAssembly. And that certainly would like some industry first and sharing efforts and workload and stuff. But the other thing is we are then limited to them, right? For example, adding threading or more single instruction multiple data is IMD or vector stuff. And the other thing is that some of the surrounding binary source code stuff like Crane, Lift, Web, ASMR, and whatnot is all a little bit large, or you're reusing Rust and LVM. And the startup performance and stuff certainly not amazing. Here's actually here are some 4 of 1, what tests and 2. So tests and 2 is apparently faster. Let's see, yes, just like this Wayland. So this actually had an effect, which obviously is pretty nice. And but yeah, this is also the problem. You install some generic, where is it now? Here's something, Blake 2, we can also redo Blake 2. I mean, it's a little bit error prone that I now need to manually specify this here. Somehow this in version 10 could probably be wait a second, why? Whatever, I don't know. Yeah, as you see, super error prone. What did I wanted to do? I think this needs to be in this 3950X. Why does test send 2 not work? Did I not previously build 2 tests in? This is strange. I built Blake. What was the test name? Test. Yeah, previously I added this to test. Why does it not? I mean, also it capitalized this here, right? This wasn't capitalized. Why does it not allow us to add this to test current test identifiers? Previously, did I not previously not continue to? This is really strange. I don't understand strange stuff. Yeah, could be less error prone, like having some command to start some new stuff. Anyway, whatever. So let's see what we have done here. Sen actually, but actually the changes are minimal. This is of course highly disappointing. Let's view what unable. Ah, shit! Did it somehow close this already? What is shit? Or maybe because maybe it closed this immediately because it detected. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, so it only tiny little bit is of course not even something worth talking about. Anyway, at least we have used it. I'm really surprised this difference is so little. If this is not, I mean, this is so close, it could even be random. Maybe it even supplied its own stuff. Let's quickly, also this probably is not the same ports. This is all a little bit, nah. 82, I could always use, so by the way, probably closed the bloody port already, which is of course, oh no, it's still there though. Yeah, again, not really sure why it didn't allow me to add this Blake 2 test to that, but whatever. So, but it's even worse. So yeah, that is not, okay, this is not the most amazing log. Here is it already, so this used Arch native. Okay, so this is why we don't see there anything. This is also only compiling there one thing actually. So yeah, it actually also used O3. So much to that. Yeah, so then this default stuff, then we couldn't trick it with default stuff for using Arch native anyway. So then this is just the random variance you get with thermals and cooling and other background load. So yeah, probably I need so much to buying a new fancy processor. Also, why is this so freakingly clipped here? Is this a new... Oh, no, it's not clipped anymore. Where is our test results? Oh no, this is strange. This is browser. You switch tabs and amazing browser features and only live on this channel. Comparing this to their stuff there, so 4.7, I mean, at least we are not as bad as Ubuntu. LTS, but I mean 4.7, yeah, but the whole system, so this is still GCC. There is still some system library stuff that potentially it's linking against, what did it link to? We can actually test installation. It's linking against, oh wait, this is also another test maybe. At least Blake was, so it's using some system libraries, and so that is at least crypto and set, so theoretically, but yeah, I'm not rebuilding a house now. Our results here are clipped, what the heck. Anyway, so I mean, somewhat there in the range, although this is of course 5900, this is 3950X, and yeah, what I wanted to say a minute ago is maybe better invest into some high performance memory. I have here of course supersized modules. Where have we been here, Blake? 4.8, so yeah, probably this might just be, well, I mean, this is a totally other, like one generation newer processor that has 18% or so IPC uplift, but otherwise maybe better to invest into some high performance memory, which maybe I do sometime soon. So what do we have here? And code settings default is like near whatever random. They have here 100% lossless, so 16, so yeah. I wonder, test, does it use system libraries of, does it use much? Maybe not. Did I rebuild this? Actually, I rebuilt this. But also here, also now we again have here this strange thing. This might mostly be memory, to be honest. I mean, also the CPU is newer, obviously. So 100% lossless. Is that 16.7? Oh, is this nice compression? Something 34. I need new memory. There's not so much. This memory is already overclocked. This 32 gig modules each in pairs of 2. But yeah, well, certainly this 5950X has way more cache. Well, so 18% uplift and way more cache, because the 12 cores share all the 72 meg of cache, of which are, what is it? Is it 64 of L3 and whatnot, for less cores, and the cache is a little bit better, more directly connected. So yeah, that's probably mostly it. So much to benchmarking this versus this. Also, this is probably mostly compiler version, older compiler or something. Anyway, so yeah, we did some testing. We have some stuff to do. No, that's fine, whatever. So we have tested this. Probably time also to take some more closer look into what kind of things we can by default tune for better performance. Danny asks, Danny wants to live dangerous and disable mitigation. You just put this in your bootloader. So if you're using grub2, you put this into your grub configuration there in your EFI partition or whatever you booted of BIOS MBR or EFI grub config just there to the Linux kernel command line. Yeah. Anyway, that's for this video. We had here some fun, after work fun as per usual. I hope you found this useful and learned something. As usual, leave in the comments below what you think, tips and tricks and everything. And I hope to see you soon for the next videos and live streams.